All right, let's talk about AI, but not in the way you're probably used to hearing about it. Today, we're going to flip the script. We're going to talk about how to turn all that anxiety and uncertainty around AI into your secret weapon at work. I want to start with this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. This whole conversation isn't about being replaced by machines. It's about a brand new kind of partnership. It's not us versus them. It's about what we can build together.
This is the big question, right? The one we're all kind of asking ourselves. And that's exactly what we're going to map out today. We're going to give you a clear, actionable game plan so you know exactly where to focus to not just survive this shift, but to absolutely crush it.
So let's jump right in with something called the AI paradox, and it's a little bit of a mind bender. The idea is that as machines get smarter and more capable, our most human skills don't fade away. They actually become our most valuable assets. Let's dig into why.
Think about it like this. For decades, it was all about the hard technical skills. But now, AI is getting really good at that stuff. So the whole game is changing. Suddenly, the things that make you irreplaceable are the skills that are uniquely human. Your ability to guide the tech, to question it, and to apply it with real wisdom. Okay, time to clear the air. There is so much fear and hype out there about AI and our jobs. So let's separate fact from fiction, the myths from the actual reality. The big, scary headline you always see is mass unemployment. The robots are coming for all the jobs. But the evidence, it just doesn't support that. What it actually points to isn't elimination, it's transformation. The kind of work we do is changing, for sure, but it's not disappearing.
And look, we've got numbers to back this up. The World Economic Forum did the math. They're projecting that, about 85 million jobs might get displaced by 2025. But, and here's the kicker, they also project that 97 million new jobs are going to be created. That's a net gain of 12 million jobs, all built around this new way of working with AI. And the myths go deeper than just the job numbers. What about that human touch? Well, the reality is AI can handle the paperwork, freeing us up to be more human, more empathetic. Or the idea you have to be some kind of coding genius? Not anymore. The tools are getting easier to use every day. The bottom line is this. AI isn't magic. It's a tool, and a tool is only as good as the person using it.
So, if AI is handling more of the routine stuff, what's left for us? What skills make you irreplaceable? Let's break down the 3 pillars of your new superpower.
It all kicks off with curiosity. This is that fundamental human impulse to ask why, to poke at a problem from a new angle, to question the way things have always been done. An AI can spit out an answer, sure, but it can't ask if we're even asking the right question in the first place. That's on us. Next up is resilience. Look, things are changing, and they're changing fast. Resilience is your ability to roll with the punches, to adapt to whatever's next, and to bounce back when things get weird. It's about being agile in a world that refuses to stand still.
And this might be the most important of all. Ethical judgment. An AI can process a mountain of data in a split second, but it has zero sense of right and wrong, of fairness, of the consequences of its actions. That requires a human in the loop, making sure this powerful tech is used for good.
Okay, so mindset is one thing, but you need the tools to match. Let's talk about the practical, hands-on skills you need in your toolkit to really work with AI, not against it.
I love this framework from strategist Barry O'Reilly. It's so simple. First, forget the shiny new tools for a second. Look at your own work. What do you do over and over again? What's boring? Start there. Second, think of AI as your super smart intern. Give it clear directions, but you got to check its work and refine it. It's there to give you a first draft, not the final word. And third, figure out what you want to achieve before you automate anything. Otherwise, you're just making a messy process run faster.
And listen, you don't need a computer science degree, but you do need to get smart about a few new things. Prompt engineering sounds fancy, but it's just the art of asking good questions to get good answers. Data literacy is about knowing what's going into the AI in the first place. And AI translation, that's the crucial skill of taking a complex AI output and explaining to everyone else why it actually matters. All right, we've talked about you as an individual. Now let's pull the camera back and look at the bigger picture. For any of this to work in a company or an organization, you need a solid foundation. You need new rules for this new world of work. This part is totally non-negotiable. The Digital Cooperation Organization makes it super clear. It has to start with fairness. We have to be proactive about finding and fixing bias in these systems to make sure that AI helps everyone, not just a select few.
And that all leads to this one core idea. Everything we build has to be human-centered. The goal isn't just to automate a task away, it's to augment our own abilities. The tech should serve us, making us more creative, more productive, and better at what we do.
This brings us to our final section. And honestly, it's the one thing that ties everything we've talked about together. It's a personal call to action for every single one of us. Get ready for this number, because it is a big one. 5 years. That's the estimated half-life of a professional skill today. Think about that for a second. It means that something you're an expert in today could be half as valuable in just 5 years. That's how fast the world is changing.
So what's the answer to that crazy pace of change? It's this: lifelong learning. This isn't your old-school idea of education, where you get a degree and you're done. This is about being constantly curious, constantly growing, and constantly reinventing yourself. It's a whole new way of thinking about your career.
So at the end of the day, AI is really just a mirror. It amplifies who you already are. If you're curious, it'll make you a better explorer. If you're strategic, it'll make you a better thinker. So the real question isn't what AI is going to do. The question is, what are you going to do? Will you lead this change, or will you let it lead you? The choice is yours.